Welcome everyone in the wonderful series of events on thoughtful leadership, on thoughtful education. Today we have with us Dr. K. Sai Manoj. Dr. K. Sai Manoj is Chief Executive Officer of Amrita Sai Institute of Science and Technology. Sir has more than decades of experience in the education industry and in the field of, specifically in the field of computer science. Sir is an extreme experienced business consultant and have in-depth knowledge in the field of business analytics, cloud computing, cyber security, fintech, and a lot many computer technology knowledge. Sir is a PhD holder, basically focused in the computer science engineering and the major focus in cloud computing. Sir is also a founder and CMD of InnoGeeks Technologies and founder of multiple startups based on DLT, IoTs, and cloud. He is an enthusiastic learner, excellent leader, and a financial advisor. Sir has also worked in very reputed companies like Wipro, Fidelity Investment, and many others. He is a certified ethical hacker, certified computer hacking forensic investigator. Apart from this, Sir has 3 patents and 4 more in rows, and 41 research papers published in the international journals like IEEE and Thomson Reuters. Welcome, sir. Welcome on board, and thank you for so much for giving your time and opportunity for us to introduce you and to have a discussion on thoughtful leadership. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So my first question is, being the CEO for Amrita Sai Institute of Science and Technology, how do you strategize about the key program and the plans for marketing and administration of your institute?
Okay. So when we became autonomous in 2018, we introduced specialization programs. Whenever we introduced a new program, we think about multiple factors. But some of the key factors are the student employability factor, and the technologies which are having huge demand in the industry, as well as the research aspect. These are the 3 primary considerations we take into consideration while strategizing any program in our organization. That is the first thing. And coming to the marketing aspect, apart from traditional marketing channels, we do have a digital marketing platforms which are completely driven by our student community. Above all, we strongly believe in word of mouth marketing. That can happen only with the quality output. So that is where our focus is always lies upon. So we always believe in that to the core of our framework.
Great, sir. So I should say quality always speaks, and Amrita Sai Institute of Science and Technology believes in the quality.
Yes, exactly.
So my next question is, the education system in India and other foreign countries are structured very differently. In your experience, what can be an inbound student gain from studying in your institute?
See, in education, there are 2 things which play a very important role, and the program structure and the way how we implement the program. So in our college, we follow these 2 things in a very distinct manner. For instance, I'll give you one clear example. When we design a program, we ensure that that program is in line with the programs which are getting executed globally. So we had frequent consultations with experts from the various universities from USA and Canada. Based on their suggestions, we laid out the program structure. Coming to the implementation of the program implementation, teaching methodologies, what we follow in our college, for example, like case study based approach, hands-on approach, etc. They are globally followed the standard procedures. So whenever our student goes to abroad or foreign university for pursuing their MS, they will feel much comfortable in terms of the program execution and standard. So that is what we do at Amrita Sai.
That's great. The teaching pedagogy is actually structured in the way how they have to work technically in the technical campus. What are the needs of the arts? How the industry is changing. If you're implementing all the teaching pedagogy in this way, I think nothing is much great than this. It's great, sir. So, coming from the same background of the question I asked earlier, sir, how does the curriculum of Amrita Science Institute of Science and Technology ensures the best practice of the industry?
Yeah. When we started our specializations in 2018, which are an additional content to the regular curriculum, what we thought is it's better to have a direct interaction with various SMEs from IT and the financial sector to understand their requirements much better. So that's what we did as a first step before framing the syllabus and the structure of the program, which gave us a huge opportunity to improve the employability factor for our students. That is one thing. And coming to the implementation of the program, we have an MOUs with various SMEs in these IT and financial sectors. The experts from those companies are interacting with our students and guiding our students on timely basis, which is helping us to reduce the gap between industry and academy. Yeah. So that's the. So I don't see
this MOU
any gap in terms of.
Yeah, I think this MOUs with the industry is actually a good way of introducing the future technical expert with the companies. So, I mean, with this kind of interaction, when they know what actually is required in the company, even the inbound interest of the students used to, upgrade, and they used to go for more learning into the right technical skill.
Exactly. As a part of that only, we introduced the specializations and new courses in computer science, covering fields like cloud computing, big data, so on. So we did.
Sir, my next question is, what do you think your role and responsibility to the institute and the students are?
Coming to institute, my primary responsibility is to ensure that my student community and the faculty community will have a best-in-class atmosphere and growth year on year. That is my primary responsibility, apart from regular administrative activities. And coming to students, my primary responsibility is to take care of their future and making them future ready, and improving their job opportunities, prospects, so on. So that's the thing.
It's great to know, sir, you are focusing not only for the student, but focusing on the growth of your colleagues and your team. Ultimately, it will enhance the growth of a college in whole. It's great, sir. Sir, my next question is, what do you think should be the institute's top priority over next 10 years?
Okay, coming to roadmap, we have three things in our mind. The first thing, coming to the industry standpoint, we want our college to be the go-to destination for advanced technologies related recruitment. That is in industry standpoint. And coming to the research standpoint, we want our organization to be a best-in-class research institute. So these are the two things which we have in our roadmap for the next 10 years. And apart from that, we have some other things which are little confidential to share.
Great, sir. But I believe that the student have a good leadership vision. Somebody who is actually himself a certified hacker, certified computer science expert. So getting a technical knowledge from this person and under his leadership is, of course, making them more ready to work into the technical campus in whatsoever position.
Thank you.
Sir, my next question is, what would you like people to know more about the institute?
On top of our list, I want few things to be shared in this forum now. The first one, starting from this academic year, we introduced new courses in computer science, like data science, big data analytics, machine learning and artificial intelligence, IoT, cybersecurity. So that is the first thing. And second one, we have collaborations with foreign universities. So that is one of the biggest milestone which we achieved. That is the second point. I want to convey. And third one, we filed patents. 7 patents are filed, and which clearly shows our faculty and the students' strength in terms of the research. That is the third one. And the last one, the way we implement our program is totally different. Not only the program designing, we take utmost care in terms of the delivery of the program, because my strong belief is that after completing of this course, this 4-year course, our students will be able to compete with an industry person who is having 2 years of experience. That means a fresher who is having a BTech degree can compete with an industry person who is having 2 years of experience. That clearly shows our ability and the strength of the program which we are into.
Great, sir. It's great to know the plans college have. So my next question is, what do you see as Amrita Institute of Science and Technology's greatest strength?
See, our primary strength is our faculty and our students. That is the first one. And the second is our program curriculum, along with the delivery mechanisms which we follow. And the third, the industry partnering which with the companies, which we have MOUs, and their collaboration, their coordination. These three are the highest strengths, and we are blessed to have those three.
Great, sir. Sir, what are some of the biggest challenges you see in general for the higher education and for your institute?
In general, the first thing that comes to my mind is the gap between industry and the academic syllabus. That is the gap must be reduced in order to meet the industry needs. So that is the first priority. And the second one, the revising the syllabus on timely basis. That is the second most important thing. The third thing, which is very important, is the execution side, because designing a program is one aspect, but ensuring that program delivery is done properly and by keeping industry in mind is the crucial step. So I see these three as the topmost challenges for in education sector in general. And coming to Amrita Sai, when we introduced a specialization program in 2018, we faced a lot of challenges, especially in program execution, because it was very difficult to find instructors who are having experience in these advanced technologies. That was one of our biggest challenge which we faced. And second thing, convincing our students. That time, so 2018, when we started the program, our students were first year students and second year students. It was very difficult for us to convince them to work on these technologies and to make them involved into these technologies. These were the two challenges which we faced at that time. But now we've overcome that. We are very much running the program very smooth. So we are happy now. So apart from that, there is that experience is hopefully it will help us in executing our new courses in this academic year.
It's great to know, sir. We know the difficulties and challenges in the higher education, and with your leadership and strategic approach, the college is solving it and beating apart. Great to know, sir. Sir, any suggestion you would like to give to the current youth and upcoming aspirants?
I have only two suggestions. One is follow knowledge-centric approach, then focus on latest technologies. That's all I have.
I think with this two lines, only the entire approach for the technical education, how one should get the technical education is clearly defined. It's great, sir. Sir, my last question is, what are some of the plans you have currently in design with the College for International Affairs and ties?
As part of our student and research exchange program, we signed an MOU last year with the University of Virgin Islands, USA. And we are also having multiple talks with the various universities from Canada, US, and European Union. Hopefully, we will be able to make more MOUs in this as a part of this initiative in upcoming months. So I think pretty much we'll succeed in that as well.
I should say we have a very great vision and path for the future students. So it's great to know the in-depth insight about the college and to know you in person, sir. Thank you so much for joining us and giving this wonderful in-depth information about the college. And I wish all the best to Amrita Science Institute of Science and Technology and all the future aspirants who are applying for the technical courses.
Thanks to you and thanks to College Dunia for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.